Oh yay, free farmer loot. Gotcha, man. Oh no. Is it true what they say? The Rust Alpha noobs have arrived.
Hehehe, hehehe.
Of course, I'm only kidding, guys. If you are new to the game, because Rust is leaving early access, welcome. I hope you enjoy. What is up, YouTube? It is Stevie and welcome back to another video. In this video, I have a really neat solo duo expandable base design for you guys today. I'm actually playing in this base on my normal server, so after I finish the regular tour, I'm going to give you a tour of the expanded version of this base just so you can see how expandable it really is. The default version of this base isn't too expensive, and it's definitely strong enough to last you a good amount of time on your regular procedural map. And as always, if you haven't seen my past videos, the server I'm playing on right now is a build server called Wankbank. You have unlimited resources, so you can practice building bases before you put them down in regular vanilla servers, or you can just use weapons that you don't normally get to try. I use it for all of my videos, so I would definitely recommend it. The information's on the screen right now, and there's more in the description below, so definitely consider giving it a try. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the resources it takes to build this base on the screen right now. And here are the resources it takes every 24 hours to upkeep the base. Now let's go ahead and hop into the tours and the base build after that. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy, and subscribe if you're new. Alright guys, getting right into this base tour, the first thing we're going to notice is probably these stairs on the side. You really don't need them, but I do find when I'm coming from the back of the base trying to get in the front door, it's easier to run up these stairs and jump to right here, but of course it's up to you. The first nice feature about this base comes right inside the airlock. We have a shotgun trap up there, and because it's oriented like triangularly and the door goes inwards, they actually can't shoot it with a crossbow or anything and break it after a while. The closest they can get to actually see it is right here, and they'll start taking damage, a lot of it because they are so close, so it is really hard to bait. We have a small box right here, is a drop box. You can make it a large box, but then you run the risk of people being able to, poke in and snag something real quick, so I keep it small. We have another door, and another door, and that gets us to the barbecue room. Obviously there's some extra space in here. If you have lockers, they'd actually look really nice, but I didn't want to put them in just because they are so uncommon. But it's kind of nice to have a room with just some open space. You don't find that much on bases nowadays. But once we open this garage door, we have a choice. We can go up to the second story or down to the main part of the base. If we go down, we have 2 sleeping bags, 2 tuna can lanterns, a level 2 workbench, 3 furnaces, a research table, a level 3 workbench, and our tool cupboard in the back. There's the upkeep every 24 hours. Obviously, that's really manageable even for a solo player. If we come through these doors, we have 2 more garage doors, and then we have our loot rooms. Now, these are large loot rooms, so there's 7 large boxes on each side, adding up to a total of 14 large boxes just in this area alone. And these loot rooms will take 20 satchels to get in through the wall. And if they do try to come in through the front, it'll take 21 satchels to get to this point. This door is 4, and then each one of the garage doors is an extra 5. So that's, 29, 30... Yeah, so that's 30 satchels if they were to try to raid through the door. So it's definitely not cheap. And of course, you can expand, which I will explain in a minute. To get up to the second story, you can just jump on these furnaces and hop up. Or you can just come in right from the front and hop up just as easily. We have 2 small boxes and 2 large boxes. So that adds to a total of near 17 large boxes in the base. And you can throw small boxes down wherever. And then we have our backwards wall. We actually have 2, one right there and that's how you're gonna expand. Now I know a lot of you guys right now are groaning, you're like, that's so annoying, it's expensive, but it's important, especially because this base does have a good amount of storage before you expand, that you keep the base just as strong before you expand as if you weren't going to expand at all. And by that I mean don't just have one stone wall right here because you can't pick sheet metal. You want to make it just as protected, and I did that with this base. Just like going through the sheet metal, which is 20 satchels, it'll still take 10 and then 10 if you were to go through the stone, but you can still pick through that stone wall, which is a little over 7 pickaxes, which isn't too bad, and then 7 more to get up through here to start expanding, and it really doesn't take that long. And it's nice to stay well protected along the way. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you how cool you can actually make the base if you do decide to make it bigger and expand. So here's the base in the actual vanilla server. This is the server I'm playing on currently. Obviously I've expanded it pretty far from where it started. We have the shotgun traps on the inside. Everything is about the same on the inside until we get to the second story. We have our barbecue pit. There's the shotgun trap, just an extra one that wasn't in the original tour. And as we can see, everything's the same. We have a level 2, level 3 furnaces, TC, and then the large loot rooms. So if we hop up to the second story, the same case here, everything's about the same. We have the 2 boxes, but we don't have this wall right here. We actually picked through this wall. We soft picked through this wall on the roof, just like shown in the video, to expand, and we've done so pretty extensively. If you guys didn't notice, this is actually 2 half wall layers, and it's just roof honeycombing, and that's going to be armored eventually, so it's going to be really hard to raid from the top. If we go this way, we have an extra loot room. So if we start running out of space in the main loot room, we can put some more stuff up here. We have a repair bench, and then this is the route to the top story. We're going to put some armored doors. I do have the BPs. I just don't have the high qual right now to do so. Here's just an open room to get out to the shooting deck. I'm going to put a turret right here and 2 shotgun traps. And then once we're out here, we have 360-degree coverage. Obviously, I need to chop down some of these trees so that I can see better. But it's really nice. We can get up on this small box and get crouching accuracy if we're shooting off. And then if we go out here, we can go to the top story. Oh, unless we fall down. Just open this door and jump out, and we're on the roof. We can get out from the top pretty quick. And as you guys saw, we can also hop down. Now this is pretty neat. I'm planning on putting one door here, armored on both sides, and then making both of these loot rooms. And that's actually really hard to raid, because if they're not raiding from the top, if they want to raid from the front, because the front actually is the easiest way to raid, and they get up here, they're going to look at this and they're going to think that's just roof access. I don't want to waste my explosives on 2 doors just to get outside. I already have a route out, so they might not blow through this door. And if they don't, you can put some of your good loot in there. So unless they raid from the side, or if they come in through there, they're not going to be able to know anything's down there. So that's pretty neat. But overall, this base is pretty well protected. It's pretty big now. Just showing you that the design that I'm explaining today is very expandable. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the base build. Alright, this build isn't too difficult, so I'm not going to talk the entire time. I'm going to keep it 100% speed until I finish the actual build, and then I'll speed it up to 200% speed while I'm placing all the items on the inside. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Just a warning, I made a little mistake on this build. Do not place a half wall like I'm about to here, here, or here until you have the second story complete and the large boxes on top of the salvage shelves. You'll see what I mean in a second when I correct my mistake, but this is just a warning for those of you who are building the base as you're watching.